the Boeing 777-300ER that I'll be boarding for flight BA016 to Singapore today. And it is a newer generation aircraft for British Airways.
Service to Singapore and then on to London Heathrow. We've got 6 minutes to go to scheduled departure time. I'm pleased to say that we are all ready to go, apart from the last bags going in the hold as I speak. We should be ready to go on schedule in 6 minutes from now at 20 minutes to 4. Flight time today, as far as Singapore, 7 hours and 45. Before we do get going now, I would like to take the opportunity of introducing the other senior members of my crew to you. My colleague on the flight deck today is Senior First Officer John Brown, and looking after your cabin service for today. Cabin service director is Craig Daly. I know that Craig and the other 12 members of the excellent team that he has with him will do their utmost to make this almost completely full flight as comfortable and enjoyable as possible for you. As the captain, however, my primary concern is for your safety and security, and with that in mind, you're going to get a video demonstration of the safety and emergency procedures that we have on board this British Airways. I'm very well aware there's perhaps a few of you on board who are regular travellers. I might just have seen this briefing before, but I would ask you please, no matter how many times you've seen it, to give the video and indeed my camp crew your full attention. It will only take a few minutes to show. It has to be shown before we depart, but most importantly of all, I want to assure you it is being shown for your benefit and the benefit of the fellow passengers that are seated around about you. Flying conditions up to Singapore are forecast to be relatively smooth, so I am optimistic that we'll have the seatbelt sign switched off for the majority of the flight. But again, in keeping with British Airways policy, we would recommend that any time you occupy your seat, you keep your seatbelt fastened, irrespective of whether the seatbelt sign that's above your head is turned on or off, just as John and I will do on the flight deck at all times. Finally, British Airways do operate a strict no smoking policy, so the no smoking signs will remain illuminated for the entirety of the flight. Now, John's flying the aircraft for you as far as Singapore. If you wish to follow the route with us, you'll find it on the moving map display on the in-flight entertainment system. His plan is to leave you in peace for the majority of the flight. He'll talk to you about 40 minutes or so out of Singapore with an updated arrival time and the weather you can expect when we get there. In the meantime, I'll leave you in peace and trust you to enjoy the flight with us.
各位乘客，我们将播音着波音777的安全示范短片，请大家留心观看。如果有任何疑问，可以向任何的服务人员询问。那这是架近员班机，在每个时刻呢是不允许吸烟的。今天我们有2位机长，头机长是 Captain Andy Shaw， 我们的副机长是 John Brown。今天的机舱服务总处长呢是 Craig Daly。 机长也恳请大家，如果您在旅途中使用背单的话，请您把安全带扣在背单外，谢谢。
As we prepare for takeoff, just make sure that all electronic equipment is now switched off. This does include all cellular and mobile telephones, as well as any electronic reading equipment such as tablets, iPads and Kindles must all be turned off now. If you wish to continue watching the in-flight entertainment, please ensure that you are wearing British Airways headphones. All other headphones can be used after takeoff, but for takeoff and landing only BA1s are approved. Thank you.
service in a few moments. I'll be coming through with complimentary drinks and wines from our bar. This will be followed by dinner. For those customers in our World Traveller Plus cabin, we do have a choice of beef fillet or Chinese chicken with rice. And in our World Traveller cabins, we have a choice of penne with spinach and ricotta, or a breast of chicken with vegetables and a rosemary sauce. We do apologise in advance if your first choice is not available. Also, we'll be passing through the cabins with landing cards for Singapore. If any of you are finishing your journey completely in Singapore, you will require a landing card. Also on board today we have our new entertainment system. This is the Thales system. It is a touchscreen system. You can also use the handset provided. If you are unfamiliar with the system, then just ask any one of us and we'll be very happy to help you and give you a demonstration. As your comfort and enjoyment of the flight is most important to all of us down here, if there is anything we can do to make the flight more enjoyable for you, please don't hesitate to ask any one of us. Also, for those customers in World Traveller Plus cabins, if you need to use the restrooms, your restrooms are located at the rear of your cabin. In the World Traveller cabin, we have some restrooms located mid and also some at the back. I'll leave you now to enjoy the entertainment system, and just remains me to say have an enjoyable flight up to Singapore. Thank you.
set your watch to local time. In Singapore, the time has just gone at 9:30 in the evening. The weather, well, there's a few showers around at the moment. There's a remote possibility that we might have to just enter a holding pattern whilst one of those showers goes through. But all things being equal, as I said with about 300 miles to go, we're looking to be on the ground at around about 10 minutes past 10 in the evening. So for the cabin crew then, that is now 40 minutes to London, 14 minutes to London.
And your boarding card. We must remind you there are 2 British Airways flights out of Singapore this evening. If you are continuing on the BA016, we would ask you please to return to gate C1. If you are transferring to the BA12, we would ask you please to proceed to gate C20. Do you have any further or require any further information, we would ask you please to see the ground staff on our arrival here into Singapore. Once again, those customers travelling on this flight, the BA016 is gate 往伦敦的话，您的登机奖呢将会是 C20号，谢谢。
To Florida, 192 children every year embark on the voyage out to the States with the cabin crew that are on board this aircraft at the moment on a specially chartered British Airways 747. Now yesterday, the intrepid bunch that you have on board along with the 2 of us up front didn't just waste our time down route. We embarked on a climb up the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Dream flight. Our aim was to raise about £8,000. So far we're well on our way, approaching the £5,500 mark. For some of us it was a fairly straightforward climb. For 2 members of my team though, who really do have a lack of fondness, I should say, for heights, it was a real epic. I'm pleased to say that they did it successfully, in fact without any trouble whatsoever. Both Jill and Martin, so if you're at the front, Jill, you're getting embarrassed now, Martin down the back. We all did it. It took us over a 3.5 hour time that we'd normally do it in, and in about a 40-mile-an-hour wind as well. As I say, every year 192 terminally ill and severely disabled children do embark on this holiday of a lifetime with the crew that you've got with you now. If anybody on board would like any more information with regards to this trip or indeed the charity itself, then please do have a word with the cabin crew. It's a fantastic charity that they work tirelessly for, and I'm very proud to have been associated with on this trip. I'll leave him. Welcomes you to Singapore. Local time here is just approaching 20 minutes past 10. Outside temperature 30 degrees centigrade, that's 88 degrees Fahrenheit. For your comfort and everyone's safety, can we ask you please to remain in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has brought the aircraft to a complete stop, switched off the overhead seatbelt signs. When you leave this British Airways 777 today, may I remind you not to forget any personal items or hand baggage. Again, a word of caution, please be...
各位乘客，我请代表机长以及全体服务人员欢迎您抵达新加坡樟宜国际机场第1航站楼。现在是本地时间晚上10点19分，机外的气温是最后，预祝您旅途愉快，下次再见。